He's got everything going for him. He's got deep knowledge of boxing. He's got Customato hypnotizing him. He was a different guy. It's like a different model of fighter than we had ever seen in the heavyweight division before. Destroy.
What is it about Mike Tyson that makes fighters genuinely scared to face him in the ring? Tyson, often referred to as Iron Mike, is a name that strikes fear and respect in the hearts of many in the boxing world. His intimidating presence, aggressive fighting style, and devastating knockout power have earned him a reputation as one of the most feared fighters in the history of boxing. Anthony Joshua has weighed in on the debate, offering a fascinating historical context to Tyson's prowess and dominance. Joshua said it's quite interesting because in the era of Ali's heavyweight reign, the heavyweights were ranked as cruiserweights, so in the Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes, George Foreman, Lennox Lewis era, they started getting bigger, hence why in the amateurs, they then created a super heavyweight division. Joshua emphasized the significance of the creation of the super heavyweight division in the amateurs, which now corresponds to what is considered the cruiserweight division in the professional ranks. He added, so the current heavyweight division in the amateurs is what we class as the cruiserweight division in the pros. So Ali went from lightweight and worked his way up. He wouldn't have been a fully fledged heavyweight. Let's say we bulked Ali up and added size and strength to him. I truly believe Mike Tyson would have won in a thought-provoking analysis. Joshua speculated on a hypothetical matchup between Tyson and Ali. Joshua said, the reason being when you watch the fight between Joe Frazier and Ali, you see a certain Tyson-esque style in Frazier. Tyson used to study Frazier moving hooks. He managed to put Ali down. It was a very tough fight for him. Joshua's insights into Tyson's Tyson-esque style and his belief that Tyson was better schooled and more developed due to the advancements in sports science and information over the years add another layer of complexity to the debate surrounding Tyson's fearsome reputation. He said, I just believe Tyson was better schooled because times have evolved. He was more developed with more science, more information, so Tyson would have won in my humble opinion. The legacy of Mike Tyson's intimidating presence and devastating power in the boxing world is further validated by the first-hand experiences and insights of fellow boxing legends. Roy Jones Jr., a formidable fighter in his own right, shared his experiences and observations from their bout. Jones said he is capable of fighting anybody. I survived it. I'm happy to scratch it off the bucket list and move on with my life. Jones Jr. recounted the physical toll of facing Tyson, emphasizing the raw power and intensity of Tyson's punches. Despite surviving the encounter, Jones Jr. spoke candidly about the aches and pains he experienced throughout the fight, noting that Tyson's blows left him feeling sore and fatigued.
He hit harder, everything hurt. His hands hurt, his head hurts, everything hurts when I make contact. So it's like, I'm like, wow.
Acknowledging the unique challenge of returning to the ring after a 2-year hiatus to face Tyson, a towering figure in boxing history, Jones Jr. reflected on his strategy going into the fight. Drawing from Tyson's previous bouts with Lennox Lewis and Vander Holyfield, Jones Jr. focused on clinching Tyson on the inside to neutralize his devastating uppercuts and power punches.
And it makes you so fatigued trying to deal with him, trying to cause on the inside. You got to keep his arms locked up. I learned that from watching Lennox Lewis and Holyfield fight. You got to lock his arms up, or he'll hit you with them uppercuts. So I was trying to keep his arms locked up, and every time I let him go, what you think I'm gonna let him go so he can kill me? Nah, bruh. It's not gonna happen like that.
Jones Jr. highlighted the importance of working on the clinches and landing punches on the inside, while keeping his hands locked up to prevent Tyson from unleashing his full power. Despite feeling considerable pain from Tyson's punches, including a sore jaw from a powerful uppercut, Jones Jr. asserted that he never felt dizzy or entertained the thought of collapsing onto the canvas.
To work on the clinches, and with the clinches, it made it good. So I was able to land punches on the inside of the clinch and get him back before he could ever throw anything good. So that's what my strategy was going in. That's what our strategy was going in, was to clinch him on the inside, box him outside, clinch him. Oh, I never thought about dropping, but it was 2 good shots, 1 good body shot he hit me with, and 1 good, he hit me with a uppercut straight up and threw my jaw off a little bit, but my jaw's still a little sore, but it's all good. It happens in fighting, you know what I mean? So it's like, I knew it was gonna happen. I was glad I was able to take the shots and not.
Reflecting on Tyson's formidable presence in the ring, Jones Jr. commented on Tyson's physical ability, noting that despite officially weighing 220 pounds, Tyson appeared even more massive and imposing in person. He acknowledged the inherent risks of facing Tyson, emphasizing that all it takes is 1 punch from either fighter to change the course of the fight and cause significant damage. He bigger than he weighed 220. But now he more massive than 220. Trust me, Roy Jones Jr.'s first-hand account of his bout with Mike Tyson provides valuable insights into the enduring legacy and fearsome reputation of Tyson in the boxing world. It provides a revealing insight into the physical and psychological challenges of facing a boxing legend of Tyson's caliber. Now let's go back in time in the zenith of Tyson's career, stretching approximately from 1987 to 1990. He emerged as an unstoppable juggernaut. His mesmerizing displays inside the boxing ring left both onlookers and adversaries spellbound. Notably, UFC commentator Joe Rogan lauded Tyson's unparalleled supremacy during his prime, acknowledging his transformative impact on the sport of boxing.
Oh, dude, he bigger than he weighed 220, but now he more massive than 220. Trust me.
A fighter's career, sometimes people forget about the high points. They don't look at the low points. They look at a fighter when they're not as good anymore, when they're not as committed anymore, maybe they have health problems. They don't look at the time when they were at their highest RPMs. That's what you got to look at.
In a vintage segment of his J podcast, the ex-host of Fear Factor underscored the unparalleled dominance and distinctiveness of Tyson's peak era. Rogan didn't just see Tyson as any ordinary boxer, but as an extraordinary specimen in the ring. His explosive might and unyielding ferocity distinguished him from all predecessors in the heavyweight realm. Rogan painted Tyson as a force of nature, an indomitable entity that instilled dread in the very souls of his adversaries.
But Mike Tyson, in his prime, in those years from like 86, 87 to 89, 90, whatever those years were, where he was just storming the gates, I put that Mike Tyson up against anybody who ever lived.
Rogan emphasized the unique qualities that set Tyson apart from other heavyweight fighters, describing him as a different model of fighter that revolutionized the division. Tyson's relentless aggression, impeccable technique, and devastating knockout power made him a force to be reckoned with, leaving a trail of defeated opponents in his wake. Rogan's admiration for Tyson's skills and dominance is evident in his description of every fight during Tyson's prime as an execution. He praised Tyson's ferociousness, destructiveness, and accuracy, highlighting the perfection with which Tyson executed his game plan and dispatched his opponents. That guy was a special fighter. The Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier was a beast. He was just a juggernaut, just you couldn't stop him. He was coming at you, and he had everything. He had knowledge. He had this deep library of films that he would watch because his manager was Jim Jacobs, who was this boxing historian. Joe Rogan's glowing tribute to Mike Tyson during his prime years serves as a powerful reminder of the impact and influence Tyson has on the sport of boxing. Tyson's unmatched combination of skill, power, and aggression left an indelible mark on the heavyweight division, earning him a place among the greatest fighters to ever step into the ring. Rogan's assessment of Tyson as a special fighter and a juggernaut reaffirms Tyson's status as a boxing legend and underscores his enduring legacy in the world of combat sports. So Tyson would sit and watch all these great fighters. This is the Marvis Frazier fight. This to me is prime Tyson, other than winning the title at 20, which was prime due. But this is Mike Tyson when he was just at his most destructive best. He just stalked people down and smashed them, and he moved so well. That was part of the thing about Tyson that people forget. It wasn't just the knockout punching, he was so hard to hit, man. As Rogan reminisced about Tyson's glory days, he illuminated the extraordinary attributes that cemented his status as a boxing icon. Despite Tyson's tumultuous journey in the 1990s and 2000, marred by numerous off-court controversies, Rogan believes that fighters like him should be judged not by their entire careers, but by moments of unmatched brilliance where every fight was an execution. And people would look at later on in his life, look at this is him taking Marvis out. I mean, just ferocious, destructive, accurate, precise. Everything is perfect. The technique is perfect. So strong. He had everything going for him in the next stages of his journey. Tyson endured the profound loss of his mentor and paternal guide Casado, yet undeterred, he persisted in stepping into the ring month after month, driven by the fervent desire to realize the prophetic visions that CUs had bestowed upon him. The only time he had been taken this deep into a battle, he stopped,